Hey everyone, it's Rue, also known as Ruby's X-Later, and today I'm here with another editing video, which was highly recommended. And today I'm going to be stripping it back to the basics of learning basic transitions on VideoStar. This is for anyone who's new to VideoStar, who wants to know how to do basic transitions on VideoStar, anyone who's looking to do research before they invest, anything. So we're really stripping it back to the basics today, and I'm just going to teach you how to do a really simple spin transition and teaching you different different abilities in multi-layer. So first of all, let's just quickly cut our clips. And you're obviously going to want two different pictures. I've just got two of Evan Peters here. And I've just got some royalty-free music, so I don't get copyrighted. Let's go into multi-layer and let's add our first picture. And now once we've added our picture, let's go into multi-layer and let's go into keyframes and let's quickly go over all the functions. So the keypad in the top corner just moves your picture up, down, left and right obviously, and also it anchors the picture if you want to anchor it in the middle, but it's not something you need to know. This lowers the opacity, the transparency, obviously size is size, and then the little scroll pad thing rotates it, can rotate it all different ways, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You can also add a grid if that's something you're interested in. I don't really use the grid though. Maybe, I don't know, if it makes things easier for you, you can add a grid, but I don't. So yeah, let's just get into doing the transition. So first of all, we want to start off our transition how we want our picture to start off, and we want to have our very end of the cut where we want the middle of our transition to be, and we want it to be the middle because that way when we move on to the next picture we can start that off from the middle and end it. That way it's actually transitioning between two pictures and it's not just a transition on a picture, and it's smooth. So let's make it halfway, about there, so it's making this diamond shape, and then the start we want it to be just the default picture, I guess. Apologies for that background noise. Anyway, I'm just going to shorten my transition. Ignore this step, this is only if you want to make it shorter, but your scenes should be the right size. Just because I'm using royalty-free music doesn't exactly have a beat drop. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing in this clip, but just kind of showcasing what the transition looks like, I suppose. Now we're going to add a path, and this is a really important step because it makes it flow more. So you're going to want this one specifically, because this one makes it smooth. And you can also do custom ones, but just for the basics, this one I always use for everything. If I can't be asked doing a custom one, look at that. Boom. Perfect. And then you can add one at this one as well, but I don't usually mess with the first one. So this is what a transition looks like. And so to just finalise this transition, I always finish it off with a mirror effect that you get just from the layers homepage. You can use any of the four, however, I use the end one because it looks smoother. It looks refined. However, I know a lot of people use the first one, and then I obviously finish it off with tracking blur, and this is a tool that you need to use whenever you're doing any type of transition, because if you look at it, see, it gives it that blur effect, like it's actually moving and it's not stationary. And you can adjust the levels as much as you want. I always have it on quite high so it blurs it a lot, but it's up to you. It's all about finding the midpoint. So anyway, let's create this, and this is what it looks like. Yours will probably look a bit better, but this is what mine looks like. And now we need to do the second half. Now we're literally going to mirror exactly what we just did for the first one. So get your picture in there. There's going to be a second picture, so it's different to the last one. But now we're setting this one to how we last left our last picture, if that makes sense, back to this diamond shape that we had going on. So it spins back round to how you want your picture. However, make sure that you have it the right way and that it spins the right way round. And then obviously at the end of our transition, we're going to spin it to how we want it to end. So just like that, for example, yours might be longer, might be shorter, whatever. But make sure you have it starting exactly how we had our last one left off. And we're practically going to use the same method as we used on our first part of the transition. So just make sure you're happy with how that spins. Now we're going to add all the fancy parts to it. So we're going to add our tracks. One really important thing you need to remember when putting in these custom quote-unquote tracks is to always use the one, when you're doing the second half of your transition, is use the one that flicks up and not the one that flicks down. I'll show you what I mean on the screen, but if you use the one that flicks down, it doesn't work properly. It's like starting the transition, whereas the one that flicks up is like finishing the transition, if you know what I mean. And then we're just adding the track in blur, obviously, and yeah, finishing off our edit. And also don't forget that you can add literally whatever you want to your edits to jazz it up, whether that's colorings or effects or blend or, you know, messing with the contrast, whatever. Just leave it like this for the sake of the video. You can also go into transform, and there's a load of stuff you can do there, also with timing. It's possibilities are literally endless. But you know, just to show you a couple of effects that you can do. I love doing effects on transform. So yeah, but you know, we're not adding those in the video today, but that's just to show you what they look like. So this is our ending transition. Stunning. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did enjoy it, please subscribe and like and leave a comment if you did. I'm trying to reach 200 subscribers. And I love you all. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.